time it rains, and it's from heaven.
I'm not sure if this train was named after the Disney movie or the Disney movie was named after this train. Either or. The 5 hour train ride I took from Cochrane to Moosonee, Ontario, which is the tip of northern Ontario. It's right where Hudson Bay, the little pokey part of Hudson Bay reaches the land. It's called James Bay, but it was a great trip, and this is the train we took to get there. It was it was about a 5 hour trip there and back, and I highly recommend doing it at least once because it was a hell of an experience, and you never want to do it again because it actually was a really long train ride. But if you're looking for something fun to do in the summertime, I really recommend doing it. It was a great time. And let me just start off by saying that it was a 5 hour train ride each way, so the total trip was about 10 hours, which was, I mean, it was pretty intense. But the scenery on the way was beautiful. Like, I'm going to show you a couple of the videos and pictures I took of the trip on the way up, and it was very, very nice. And that made the 10 hours there and back worth it. This was the first stop the train made on the way to Moosonee, and it was right at this like little dam area. This is where a lot of hydroelectricity is generated for northern Ontario. As you can see in the top, like the middle right, that's where the actual dam is. Then it flows into this nice little river, which was actually really nice for sightseeing. Now, before I show this next little clip, this was by far my favorite view of the whole trip. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular, but just the way that the train went right over the water, like on this little bridge, it made for a really nice experience. You could see it on both sides of the train, and for me, that was just really impressive. Nothing else really topped it, by my estimation. And this is the town of Moosonee. There was literally nothing there. Everything was closed. It was the middle of the week. There was a police station. The jail was right next to it, and there was one supermarket where every single person shopped. It was kind of it was funny to see. But once you walk past the Breaking Bad-ish kind of sad-looking town, this is what you saw. This is the little peninsula that led into Hudson Bay. It was really quite a sight to see, and the sheer beauty really took over because there was no pollution. The water was just so crystal clear. The trees were just unbelievable. The whole view was just something you see in a movie. Something that for regular city folk, it's just you don't see it very often. And then after we walked about 10 kilometers looking for the so-called ferry, we stumbled upon a couple of fishermen who were willing to take us over because we couldn't find the ferry. To us, it didn't exist. There was no ticketing booth. There was no signs that led anywhere. So we just hopped on a little boat, gave the guy 30 bucks, and then he motored us all the way over to Moose Factory. It was just a small island on the other side of this little peninsula, like where those trees are. So that was the boat ride over there. It was pretty intense. The guy was going at about, I'd say, 70 kilometers an hour. And every time the waves would come from passing boats, he'd floor it, and then we go up, and we slam down, we break our backs. But it was actually really fun. I'd do it again. Like, that boat ride was really cool. I've never really been on a boat like that, where it's just like a speedboat, where you just floor it and hope for the best. But there's heavy traffic. He managed to negotiate the traffic pretty well. All in all, it was a fantastic boat ride. And then this is what you saw from Moose Factory, the small island on the other side. It has a pretty good population. It's about the same size as Moosonee, but it's just one beach. That's literally all there was. So then we decided to hop back on the boat and take it back over to Moosonee and then catch the train to go home.
round trip deal.
And then after we got ripped off by the local fisherman taking us over there, he charged us $30 a person to take about 10-minute combined trip there and back. We headed back on the train for another 5 hours back to Cochrane, and nothing much else happened. I slept most of the way because I already saw it all on the way up, and then there's a lot of drinking involved. Not with me, I'm underage, but my friend, he needs something to pass the time. So I'll show you a picture, and then that'll end it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see any more of these, I'm happy to do so. I go on trips quite a bit actually, but I'm not sure if there's a interest in anybody wanting to see these. But I'm going to show you the little picture, and then it's going to end. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Really appreciate it.